9 things you must quietly stop doing to be untouchable. There is a reason most men who try to become powerful never get there. They believe untouchability is built through what they say, what they show, and what they do in front of others. So they speak louder, they show more, they perform harder, they stack more achievements, more confidence, more sharpness on the surface, hoping that one day the world will finally see them as someone who cannot be reached, cannot be moved, cannot be used. But that is not how untouchability works. Untouchability is not built through what you display. It is built through what you refuse. Because every man who is easy to reach, easy to read, easy to move is not weak by nature. He is weak by leakage. He is leaving doors open everywhere without knowing it. He is allowing people to walk in, take a piece and walk out, and he calls it being open. He calls it being honest. He calls it being human. It is not. It is being available. Machiavelli understood this with a clarity most modern men no longer possess. He saw that a man's position is not determined by his virtues. It is determined by the surfaces he leaves exposed. Power does not enter the man who has the most. Power enters the man who has the fewest places where the world can grab him. There are 9 of those places, 9 quiet behaviors that turn a strong man into a reachable one. 9 doors you keep leaving open without realizing they are how the world keeps walking in. Stop doing them quietly, without explanation, without announcement, without warning anyone, and by the time the people around you understand what you have removed, you will already be standing somewhere. They can no longer reach. Number 1, reacting to disrespect in public. The first thing you must quietly stop is reacting to disrespect in public. Someone says something that cuts you. Someone makes a small joke at your expense. Someone speaks over you at a table. Someone hits the right nerve in front of others, and you feel the heat rising in your chest. Your face tightens, your tone sharpens, you push back, you correct. You make sure everyone knows that you noticed, that you will not let it slide, that you are not the kind of man who can be touched. You think you are defending yourself. You are not. You are confirming that the hit landed. When you react in public, you give the man who provoked you exactly what he was hoping for. He learns that he can move you. He learns where the wires are. He learns that with the right words, at the right time, your composure breaks, and every man around the table watches it happen. They do not see strength. They see a man whose temperature can be raised by a sentence. Machiavelli understood that the public arena is the worst place to settle disrespect. In public, every reaction is observed. Every flinch is noted. Every defense is interpreted. The man who answers heat with heat is rarely seen as powerful. He is seen as proof that the heat works. From now on, when someone disrespects you in front of others, do not match their energy. Slow down. Let the comment land in silence. Let the room sit with it. Then either move the conversation forward as if nothing happened, or look at the man and let your eyes carry what your mouth does not need to say. The men who watch will read that silence correctly. They will see a man who was hit and did not move, and they will quietly recalibrate where you stand. A man who never reacts in public becomes harder to provoke than a man who never gets hit. Number 2, justifying your absence. The second thing you must stop is justifying your absence. Someone asks why you were not at the event. Someone notices you missed the meeting, the gathering, the call, and immediately you start explaining. You were busy, you had a thing, you meant to come, But something happened. You are sorry. You could not make it. You will be there next time. You promise. You think you are being polite. You are not. You are training people to expect access to you on demand. Every time you justify your absence, you reinforce the idea that your presence is a default they are entitled to, and your absence is the deviation that requires explanation. That is exactly the wrong frame. The frame of a powerful man is the opposite. His presence is the gift. His absence is the norm. Machiavelli observed that men who explain their movements lose authority over them. The prince who tells everyone where he is going has already invited interference. The prince who simply moves and lets others discover his position retains the upper hand. From now on, when someone asks why you were not there, do not list reasons. Do not apologize. A short line is enough. Could not make it. Had something. Not this time, that is all. Watch what happens. The first time they expect more. By the third time, they stop asking. They begin to assume that your absence is your decision, and decisions do not require defense. A man who explains his absence is asking permission to be missed. A man who does not is teaching the world how to wait for her turn. Number 3, sharing your timeline. The third thing is sharing your timeline. You tell people when you will start the project, when you will quit the job, when you will move, when you will launch, when you will be ready. You announce dates. You commit to deadlines in front of others. You give the world a calendar of your ambitions, because saying it out loud feels like progress. It is not progress, it is exposure. The moment you broadcast a timeline, 3 things happen. People who do not want you to succeed begin to count down with you, watching for the day you fail. People who are indifferent forget the date, but remember the promise. And the next time they see you, they ask the question you cannot answer. And worst of all, you yourself begin to feel the pressure of an audience that has nothing to do with the work. Machiavelli understood that surprise is one of the cheapest and most underused weapons. The man who acts before others know he was preparing always lands harder than the man who announced his intentions. From now on, keep your timelines private. Build in silence. Set your dates with yourself. Move your deadlines without telling anyone they moved. If someone asks when, give them the smallest possible answer. Soon, when it is ready, working on it. Then one day you do not announce that you started. You announce that it is done. The man who tells the world when he will arrive teaches the world how long to ignore him. The man who simply arrives leaves the world. No time to prepare a reaction. Number 4, matching others' energy. The fourth thing is matching the energy of whoever is in front of you. Someone is excited and you mirror their excitement. Someone is loud and you raise your voice to match. Someone is fast and you speed up to keep pace. Someone is cold and you go cold with them. Someone is needy and you soften, because softening feels like the human thing to do. You think you are being adaptive. You are not. You are being moved. A man whose tempo shifts according to whoever is in front of him does not have a tempo of his own. He is a reflection, and a reflection is by definition controlled by what stands in front of it. Machiavelli observed that men of true position do not rise and fall with the moods of those around them. The strongest figure in the room is rarely the loudest. He is the one whose pace does not change when others speed up and does not break when others slow down. Everyone else, without realizing it, begins to move closer to him. From now on, set your tempo before you walk into a room and keep it there. If someone is loud, you stay measured. If someone is fast, you stay deliberate. If someone is panicking, you stay slow. Not coldly, not theatrically, just quietly anchored. Watch what happens. People who came in agitated will calm down to match you. People who came in performing will stop. The center of the room will shift toward whoever is moving the least. A man who matches every energy is shaped by the room. A man who keeps his own becomes the room. Number 5. Defending your name in arguments you didn't start. The fifth thing is defending your name in arguments you did not start. Someone says something untrue about you. You hear about it and immediately you feel the urge to clarify, to set the record straight, to go to the person, send the message, write the response, take the floor. You are not going to let the lie stand. You are not the kind of man who lets people misrepresent him. You think you are defending your reputation. You are not, you are giving the lie an audience. Most arguments about your character are not arguments anyone is going to win by speaking. They are tests of whether you can be drawn into the mud. The man who defends himself loudly always looks like he had something to defend. The man who lets the rumor sit untouched often looks like the rumor was beneath him. Machiavelli understood that reputation is not protected by what you say about yourself. It's protected by what you do consistently over time. A single defense rarely undoes a single accusation, but a long pattern of behavior eventually overrides whatever was said. From now on, when someone misrepresents you, ask one question before you respond. Will silence cost me more than the response will? If the answer is no, stay silent. Let the people who already know you. Let the people who do not watch your work over the next year and decide for themselves. Most rumors die from lack of oxygen. The men who try to kill them with words usually keep them alive longer. A man who defends his name in every fight has a name made of arguments. A man who defends it in none has a name made of evidence. Number 6. Showing visible pleasure when praised. The sixth thing is showing visible pleasure when someone praises you. Someone gives you a compliment. Your face lights up. You smile too quickly. You thank them too warmly. You let them see how much it landed. You do it because praise feels good, and you have been taught that gratitude is polite. You think you are being humble. You are not. You are showing people exactly which words to use to move you. Praise is information. The man who praises you is, knowingly or not, learning what you respond to. If your face changes when he calls you smart, he learns that smart is a button. If you light up when he says you are different, he learns that different is a button. The next time he wants something from you, he will press one of those buttons. And because the button worked once, you will respond again. Machiavelli understood this with cold clarity. He saw that flattery is one of the oldest tools of influence, and the men most easily flattered are the men most easily steered. The prince who needed praise was always one good speech away from a bad decision. From now on, when someone praises you, receive it with stillness. A small nod, a short thank you. No extra warmth, no follow-up question that invites them to elaborate. Let the compliment land and let it pass. The first few times, the person giving the praise may feel like it did not register. That is exactly the right impression to leave. They will either stop using praise as a tool, or they will respect you more for not needing it. A man whose face changes when praised is teaching the world how to handle him. A man whose face does not is the only man in the room who cannot be bought with words. Number 7. Following up on energy that isn't returned. The 7th thing is following up on energy that is not returned. You sent a message and it sat there. So you sent another. You made an offer and it was met with silence. So you softened the offer and made it again. You reached out, got nothing, and reached out a second time, a third time, telling yourself you are just being persistent. You are just making sure it did not get lost. You think you are being thorough. You are not. You are negotiating with someone who already gave you their answer. Silence is an answer. A delayed reply is an answer. A short, distracted response is an answer. The world is not unclear about its interest in you. You are unclear about reading it. And every time you follow up on energy that was not returned, you teach the other person that they do not have to meet you halfway. They can let you do all the reaching, and you will keep coming. Machiavelli understood that pursuit, when one-sided, becomes a posture of weakness. The man who chases harder than he is chased loses leverage in every relationship he enters. From now on, send something once. If it lands, good. If it does not, move. Do not soften it and try again. Do not check in to see if they got it. Do not give them another chance to ignore you politely. The people who want to be in your orbit will come back. The people who do not will reveal themselves through their silence, and silence is the cheapest filter you will ever have. A man who chases unreturned energy is paying full price for half a connection. A man who only meets returned energy never overpays again. Number 8. Asking for permission with your language. The 8th thing is asking for permission with your language. You do not always ask out loud. You ask in the way you speak. You say, would it be okay if, when nothing requires their approval? You say, I was just wondering, when you already know what you want. You say, I hope this is not too much, before you have even said the thing. You soften every sentence with a hedge, a qualifier, an apology built into the grammar. You think you are being respectful. You are not. You are pre-shrinking yourself before anyone has even pushed. Language is posture. The man who speaks in apologies is signaling, before any decision is made, that he expects to be denied. He is teaching the listener that he is already prepared to back down. And listeners, especially the strategic ones, hear that signal long before they hear the actual request. Half their answer is decided before you finish speaking. Machiavelli understood that the man who expects refusal often produces it. The bearing of a request shapes the response to it. A request delivered with apology invites negotiation. A request delivered as a statement of intent invites alignment. From now on, audit your sentences. Cut just. Cut sorry to bother. Cut would it be possible. Cut I hope this is not. Replace them with cleaner sentences. I want to do X. I am moving on Y. Here is what I need. You will feel exposed at first. That feeling is not a problem. That feeling is the absence of the cushion you used to hide behind. And the cushion was the thing that made you small. A man whose language asks permission lives inside other people's answers. A man whose language states intent forces the world to react to him. Number 9, the root. Trying to be liked by everyone. The 9th and final thing, the root underneath all the others, is the need to be liked by everyone. Look back at the first 8. Reacting to disrespect in public. Justifying your absence. Sharing your timeline. Matching others' energy. Defending your name. Showing pleasure at praise. Chasing unreturned energy. Asking for permission. Every one of them is at its core the same thing, wearing a different suit. Every one of them is a man trying to make sure that no one walks away from him with a bad feeling. That is the root. That is the leak underneath every other leak. You react in public because you do not want to be seen as someone who lets things slide. You justify your absence because you do not want anyone to feel forgotten. You share your timeline because you want them to believe in what you are building. You match their energy because you want them to feel comfortable with you. You defend your name because you do not want the wrong people thinking the wrong things. You smile too wide at praise because you do not want to seem ungrateful. You follow up because you do not want to seem distant. You speak in apologies because you do not want to seem demanding. It is the same man leaking the same way in 9 different rooms. The man who needs to be liked by everyone has, without realizing it, handed every person he meets a tiny key to his behavior. They do not need to dominate him. They only need to look mildly displeased. They do not need to attack him. They only need to withdraw a little warmth, and he will adjust, soften, explain, apologize, perform, until the warmth returns. He calls this being a good person. It is not. It is being remote controlled by other people's facial expressions. Machiavelli was not afraid of being disliked. He understood that being liked by everyone is not a sign of strength. It is a sign that you have been agreeable enough to never trigger anyone's resistance. And anyone agreeable never trigger resistance, as by definition, never stood for anything anyone could resist. A man who stands for something will always be disliked by some. A man who is liked by everyone is standing for nothing from now on, except a colder truth. Some people will not like you. Some of them will dislike you because they read you correctly. Some will dislike you because they read you incorrectly. Most will not even think about you long enough to form a real opinion. None of that is your business. Your business is the direction you are walking and the standards you carry while you walk. When you stop trying to be liked by everyone, the other 8 leaks begin to close on their own. You no longer react in public because you no longer need the room to confirm you are strong. You no longer justify your absence because you no longer need to be forgiven for it. You no longer share your timeline because you no longer need their belief to keep you moving. You no longer match their energy because you no longer need their comfort to feel at ease. You no longer defend your name because you no longer need their version of you to match yours. You no longer light up at praise because you no longer need it to know your worth. You no longer chase unreturned energy because you no longer need their attention to feel chosen. And you no longer ask permission with your language because you no longer need their approval to act. You speak less and weigh more. You disappear more and matter more. You explain less and command more. You become harder to move, harder to read, harder to use, and for the first time, harder to lose. That is what untouchability actually is. Not a wall around the man. The absence of the doors he used to leave open. A man liked by everyone is reachable by everyone. A man at peace with being disliked is finally his own. Now look back at the 9, reacting to disrespect in public, justifying your absence, sharing your timeline, matching others' energy, defending your name in arguments you did not start, showing visible pleasure when praised, following up on energy that is not returned, asking for permission with your language. And the root underneath them all, the need to be liked by everyone. 9 doors, 9 quiet places where the world has been walking in and walking out with pieces of you. You do not need to close all 9 tomorrow. Tomorrow choose one, the one you know is leaking the most, and close it. Without speech, without announcement, without warning. Do not tell anyone you have started. Do not post about it. Do not explain to your friends what you are doing differently. Real change does not need an audience. It needs silence, repetition, and the willingness to feel awkward for a few weeks while the people around you adjust to a version of you they did not approve. They will notice. They will not always say it kindly. Some of them will press to find out what changed. Some will withdraw because the version of you they could use is no longer there. Some will simply look at you differently, without having the words for it. Let them. Because the man who closes his 9 doors stops being a man people can reach. He becomes a man people have to wait for, and the moment a man has to be waited for, the entire balance of every relationship around him quietly shifts. That is what Machiavelli understood. Power is not loud. Power is not impressive. Power is the slow, deliberate work of becoming someone the world can no longer easily move. So tomorrow, do not ask what else you need to add. Ask the better question. Which door am I closing today? And then close it, quietly, permanently, without telling a soul. By the time anyone notices, it will already be too late to walk back in.